Okay, so we're gonna do this in one shot, 0 takes. The camera quality may not be the best because we're doing it on my cell phone. But check this out, 100 yards, 6.5 Creedmoor. I think that did it. What do you guys think? Hey, welcome back to Low Ballin' Outdoors. I'm Alex. Today we're doing something just a little bit different. It should be really fun. We're going to show a few tips and tricks on how to shoot freehand. That is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I'm going to give you just a couple of my favorite tips and tricks to get you shooting on target way better. Alright, we're going to give you 3 basic tips that's going to help you shoot freehand or without a rest. Shooting with the rest is always the best option, but sometimes you just have to take the shot standing. Well, let's go with tip number 1. We have a cleared rifle just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so tip number 1 is going to be the stance. You want to have a slightly wider than shoulder length foot stance. Then, when you shoulder your rifle, I want you to have this arm tucked close. You see in movies all the time where they got their chicken wing hanging way up here? That drives me nuts. Tuck it in close. You can have it about a 30-degree angle is about the most I would go, but the closer you get, the more it takes your whole body, reinforces your arm. You don't have a bunch of stuff out here wiggling around. The same with your support hand. Keep that close, keep that tight against your body, and you're going to get a way steadier rifle. So here's what it looks like. And if you just practice that movement right there and getting on your target, that's going to get you. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, the figure 8. Everybody, doesn't matter whether you're beginner to expert, is going to have a figure 8. When you put your rifle up, it's going to move. Check out the end of that barrel. This is exaggerated a little bit, but this is how it's going to move. You're going to really notice it when you have a scope sitting on top or some kind of optic that you can see down there. You're going to see, man, I just can't hold that still. Tip number 2 is don't fight it. Let that figure 8 just happen. When you get on target with your crosshairs on that figure 8, that's when you slowly squeeze that trigger. Boom, boom, boom. And that is going to get you. So tip number 2, do not fight the figure 8. That is very, very important. Otherwise, you'll be chasing it all day. Tip number 3. Now this one goes with whether you're a bench shooter or you shoot freehand. It's the part of the finger that you want to use. Do not use the crease, that little knuckle spot. Use the pad of your hand right there. That's going to give you way better control of your target. So this is what this is going to look like right here. So when you reach in there, just with the pad, pull the trigger. You got to be careful not to jerk the trigger, just squeeze the trigger. Practice that whether you're on the bench or freehand, and that's going to make you a better all-around shooter. Anyways, practice, practice, practice. You take those 3 and it will make you a way better freehand shooter. Now enough of that nonsense. Let's see it in action. We got 2 targets set up. We got the one at 25, we got one at 50, and we got one at 100. So the first ones we're going to be shooting this 22 Magnum at the 25 and 50. Yeah, because I'm a big squirrel hunter. See if we can do it, and then we're going to stretch it on out there to see if we can, put your money where your mouth is with a regular deer rifle. It's a 6.5 Creedmoor. It's a full weight rifle. Let's see if we can do this, guys. Come on. This is 22 Magnum. We're going to try to plink it both freehand using those tips and tricks. Yeah. And then we'll do something with a center fire to make sure it carries over. Because, we got to know. Okay, first one is at the 25. Let's go. Now down there at the 50. Okay, so we're going to do this in one shot, 0 takes. The camera quality may not be the best because we're doing it on my cell phone. But check this out, 100 yards, 6.5 Creedmoor. I think that did it. What do you guys think? Well, guys, it doesn't really matter if you're shooting big guns or plinkers. Get out there and practice, practice, practice. You put those tips into play and you will become a way better freehand plinker. Thanks for watching Lowballing Outdoors. If you guys like this content, let me know. Say, hey, give me some more tips. I'd love to know. Till next time, guys, keep it cheap.